Welcome back to the ICU Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, just bear with me 1 second. No, I'll do it in a minute. There's a little bit of a feedback coming through the video feed that we have with Bibby, but we'll sort that in a second. Before we start that, though, how is everyone doing? How's everyone's day going? Are we all good? You're good, Bib. You're good.
I think we're all good. Yeah, I think we're all good.
Nice.
We're getting there. I mean, it's not been the best week for us in terms of getting beat by Liverpool, but I'm feeling ambitious today, Graham.
Yeah. Getting beat by Liverpool, you may say, yeah, that's exactly what's just happened. Do you know what? It's not all doom and gloom, though. We've just won the ICC, the International Champions Cup. We then came back to UK soil. We won that in Asia, by the way. Just saying, absolutely smashed it. Then came back to UK soil. We won the Charity Shield, or the Community Shield, if you want to call it by its proper name, but it's the Charity Shield. We won that, absolutely smashed City in that. Was it 6 or 7-0? I can't remember now. It was.
Yeah, it was high scoring.
When you can't remember how many goals you've scored because you scored so many, that's a good sign. Anyway, off the back of that, we were quite excited to start the league. So we won the first game in the league, Brighton, I think it was, 2-0. And then went to Liverpool, who you may remember if you've seen the previous episodes. Liverpool lost the league, not last season, but the season before, in the final game of the season to us. They didn't lose to us, they lost the Merseyside derby, which gave the title to us. So Liverpool had a little bit of a grudge against us then. FA Cup final last season, so the next season after that, it's us versus Liverpool for the FA Cup final. Liverpool went from having a 3-1 lead to losing 4-3, so absolutely furious with Ice Cream Plus FC. So second game of the season, this season, we go to Anfield, feeling a little bit high. We've just won the FA Cup, taking it away from these guys. Won the league the season before, took it away from these guys. We've got the ICC and the FA Cup under our belt, as well as the Charity Shield, and we go to Liverpool. Don't turn up and lose 1-0. So, yeah, down to earth with a significant bump. And that is where things start. Before we do that, let me just restart this call on Bib, just so we can get rid of the background.
On Discord?
No, the old Skype here. Hey. So for those who don't know, let me just break the fourth wall. We are playing our PES Master League. This is a PES 2020 Master League rather than PES 2021. And the reason for that is because we have a shitload of mods and everything installed. That's why we're playing on PC. So I'm connecting to Bibby's PC using Parsec, so that's how we can do a co-op Master League from 2 different locations. So long story short, rather than just calling Bibby on Discord with a video call, how I would, we have to use a bit of jiggery pokery magic, and I have to ring him on Skype. Nobody uses Skype anymore, but we just use it just for the video. We have the audio coming through Discord because it's better. However, yeah, there we go. So that's how we called him in. Anyway, Bibby is in a different part of the arena. I'm sat here in the ICU FC boardroom. The boardroom? Why are you in the boardroom? The reason we're in the boardroom is because we have some decisions to make today. We make decisions based on your guys' feedback, and those decisions are everything to how we respond to the press, what players we sign, if we renew contracts, and the rest. And we are still in the transfer window, at the very end of the transfer window. So before the next game, we will finish out the transfer window. We'll go through deadline day, which will probably be a quick affair for us because we only really need a defensive midfielder, and even then there isn't too much pressure on us to add that right now. So we'll go through that. That is why we sat in the boardroom. You guys are our backroom staff. Grab a seat. Sit over there if you want, sit over there, whatever. Grab yourself a nice cold can of moose juice and just, make yourselves comfy. And then after that, we do have 3 games of football for you today. We have our first venture out into the Champions League. Oh, before we do that, actually, Bib, I'm hearing we have some messages from the backroom staff. What we're looking at?
Yeah. So the first message is the Joystick Junkie says, "Oh, hello to you.
Hey.
Welcome to the Master of the League." But the clubhouse doctor has stated that Isak, in fine form, has picked up a bruise and he was back in September sometime. Another one, which was inevitable because he's played 90 minutes at some point over the last 3 games. Mason Mount is once again injured and he will be back in September alongside Isak. So that absolutely gives us a chance to be able to play our brand new player, Jonathan David. He can go in midfield and replace Mason Mount, which is exactly what we bought him for, because we knew that Mason Mount was never going to be able to survive the season. We put him in a training regime that hopefully tries to increase his injury resilience, but we know that's never going to happen. At some point, he is going to get crocked beyond his second home, which is the physio room.
It's a little bit disappointing
We did.
to lose Mason Mount.
Sorry.
A little bit disappointing to lose Mason Mount because he's been so good for us. But we knew about it, like you say, we knew about it. So it's a pain, but we have J. David for that exact reason, to give us a little bit of cover. So that's not too bad. We also lose Alexander Isak, which isn't too bad because we have our powerhouse strikers. Our best two strikers aren't able to get into the starting lineup. And I say our best two strikers, we have Erling Haaland sat on the bench. We have Fyodor Chalov sat on the bench. And the only reason they're on the bench is because Castolo and Isak have had an amazing... what's the word? I don't use the word interplay. They understand each other's games so much that Isak scored 5 goals in one game against City, which is ridiculous. Another hat-trick pre-season as well. So Isak was we all kind of thought, well, he's definitely going to the bench, and maybe Haaland starts, and then maybe Chalov over the course of the season replaces Castolo, and that's just not been the case. So whilst it's unfortunate that we're losing Isak when he's in the vein at the best form of his life, such a fine vein of form, we do have good players. So it's awkward, but also it's kind of a nice problem because it takes away another problem. The problem we had originally was who do we pick. Now it makes that decision a little bit easier. So we're swapping one problem for another, but it makes one problem a bit easier, I suppose, in that sort of sense.
Yeah.
So we did have another player that we're looking at then. Anything that we were interested in?
I mean, he's an 83 ready seed, centre midfielder. He is obviously something that we have been looking at. He can play the CDM role, but he's got nothing really that we want. We want that DMF. We want the ball winner. We want to be able to have someone who's a little bit aggressive and has got defensive awareness, and we haven't got that with Mackenzie. Obviously, Guendouzi is there and he is available for us. He is way out of our price budget, even with the scouting money that we could potentially save on him. But yeah, we still haven't found it. It's just absolutely devastating that we didn't get Ndidi.
Yeah, for those that weren't here last season, I'll jump back into the boardroom. For those that weren't here last season, we don't have a lot of money to spend. We have what we have, and we have to make it stretch. We've done some exceptional business, losing Ordas in the summer, but bringing in Chalov, which was a significant upgrade, for nothing. Just a straight swap. Huge business. Losing Ruskin, a player we definitely didn't want to get rid of until he started being funny with his contracts, and bringing in Mikolenko, significant upgrade, no money spent. Those kind of moves, we've done that a few times, and that's been good for us building our team out. That has allowed us to save up 20 million in our transfer kit, but 20 million doesn't go one way. Not when you've got Harry Kane on the market for 300 million. Yeah, you can't. We can't buy into the top levels of football at all. Not right now. So someone like Matteo Guendouzi would love to sign him. He offers good levels of defensive midfield like input. Not necessarily the best, but he then does give us the kind of football that we like to play, that possessive, that quick passing, that pass and move 1-2 sort of stuff in the middle. He would give us that. But we just can't afford him. Even if we put our best defensive midfield on the transfer market in return, so if we stick a Dodo on the market in response for that, we're not going to get anywhere near the money that it would be to bring him in. So that is a bit disappointing. Wilfred Ndidi, on the other hand, he was recommended to us in the summer and was on the list, and he was a player that we were going to buy. But conversations just stalled because we were waiting to see how much we'd get if we won the league and if we progressed in the Champions League. So we've got to 20 million, which now gives us the money to buy Ndidi. He was about 16 million, 18 million. However, the conversations have stalled and there's no conversation there. If we go in for him now, it'll be 36 million. So we have to wait for the scouts to pick up that conversation again before we can, which is awkward. But that is what it is. So McKennie was added to the list. Central midfielder. Really good player all round, but not the midfielder that we're looking for, which is a shame.
Nope.
Mike says, what about Lucas Toussaint? Toussaint? But yeah, Bib did shout out the Joystick Junkies. But hey, welcome in. Thank you very much for following as well. That follow must have came through just as we went off air for the scoop, but we appreciate it. Thank you very much. How are you doing? How's the day? So Toussaint, let's have a look.
Dumpf,
He's a dump truck.
25.
So he's
Ooh.
flat. I mean,
I have never seen that before.
no, never have I. That's well weird. I mean, he's got poor passing game. He does have power in his shot. He's a strong defensive midfielder. He almost looks like a centre back that plays as a DMF. Has he got pace on him? No. He's basically, he is a poor Rasmussen in that sort of sense. He could play at more. Does he actually play at centre back as well, or is he just a deer? No, as if he plays more attacking midfield than he does centre back. I find that quite bizarre, but yeah. I mean, he is a destroyer, so he will break up play. He is effectively what Manchester United need from Fred. He will. Oh no, what Manchester United get from Fred. He can break up play, but he just can't pass or shoot. Yeah. So that's kind of what he is. He will break up play. He's 185 centimeters, so yeah, reasonably tall, kind of middle of the road in terms of height.
I like his defensive awareness, his ball winning. They're brilliant, and his aggression. That's nice.
And I'll go back to that one again as well. Injury resistance 3, so he's going to be there all the time. So he does have some good stuff about him. You could definitely build a team around him as a DMF, and he is better than what we have. What's he looking like value wise then? Release fee of 23 million. So if we did get him scouted, I mean, we could get him for about 11. What's he looking at if we actually put an offer in? Club's not happy at 21, so we need. Well, how are we paying a transfer fee of 21 million when his release fee is 20? Oh, is that what he wants from us? No, there we go. That's what he wants. He wants a 20 million.
Yeah, his release fee is 23.
But he wants 20 for us. Yeah, that's not a good deal. We'd have to pay over the odds. We could lose 4 million instantly if someone came in for him. Yeah. If we scout him, I would be happy to take a pump on him for 10 million. But I'm not spending 24 million to then be out of pocket. Had us over a barrel there.
I'd rather try and find the 7 million somewhere to try and get Ndidi again. That's who we wanted.
So this is it, transfer deadline day. If you haven't played PES before, this is what it does. We get updates every hour. There is an update. And if there isn't, we just move forward. Show says change Toussaint to an anchorman, maybe. Ball winner, short 5-yard passing to a better midfielder. Yeah, no, I that's what I'm meaning when I was kind of saying Fred. That's what United want from Fred, but Fred's too small and not physical enough. Toussaint has that about him. He could bring us that sort of stuff in there. Oh, seeing if there's any extra players last minutes.
Yeah.
And granted, Xhaka is in there. Torreira. I mean, I would love Torreira, but how much is he going to be? 71 million. I don't think so. Is there anyone that has a release fee around 30 million? Even, yeah, no one even in that ballpark that we can afford. 19 million. Luka Modric.
37-year-old Luka Modric.
I do like the fact that he's only 19 million because wage transfer fees and ages don't have historically never been something that have been linked nicely in PES before. You could find someone that's stupidly old and still costs. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 4 million. Is he 41 years old?
41-year-old. Wow. His wages are still 4 mil as well.
We'll sign him and then we'll get Zlatan Ibrahimovic as the youth regen in our team. His kid, good old Zlatan. Yeah, see, there's like Florentino Luis. How old is he? 23, anchorman, no face, so we'd have to fix that. Does he have anything else about him? Oof.
Oh, hello.
23 years old. Not the tallest. 23 years old, but good defensive stats. What's his passing looking like? Better passing than...
faster as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Let's get him on the list. While I have a quick look for... I'm just having a look now. Florentino Luis. Face PES 2020. It looks like he does. Soccer fandom. That's a good one to use in it, from what I remember. Yeah. There we go. Decent face build. I will put it in the Discord. So for those of you that are watching this and want to kind of mirror what we're doing, or you're looking for player faces yourself, so Florentino Luis, because we're on PC, we can give him a face. He doesn't have a face build there, but we can fix that ourselves. Master League, transfer targets, and then we drop in Florentino Luis face by Shaft, not the Shaft. I mean, it could be, I suppose. Could be the Shaft. We never know.
We're getting Shaft with some of these prices, tell you that. We looked at him before, but yeah, I'm sure he was on our list of scouted targets.
Oh, Berge or Berg or whatever. I think he was just out of our price range though. Mark Rocker from Espanyol might be a shout. You know he's still going to be going at that age IRL too.
I'm guessing that was Latam.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Mark Rocker. I think we've looked at Mark Rocker previously, haven't we? Or have we? Maybe we haven't. Maybe I'm thinking of.
I can double check in a minute.
Camavinga. Look at that, 65 million release fee on Camavinga. Because he's only 20 years old. So we get Dodo and Dudu in the midfield. Javi Martinez, 34 years old. Omur, that's someone else that we've looked at. I mean, there's definitely some good players in this area.
Let's get past him then.
But yeah, I mean DMF is just an undersubscribed position. I mean William, he was supposed to be like a game changer. William a few years back.
Yeah.
Who did he play for? Was it a Portuguese team? I can't remember. Or was it Portugal? I don't even know what his nationality is. But all I remember is he was like supposed to be. That's it. New lease of life, and then no. Lerma. I mean, did he have anything about him? How old was he? That guy that you just looked at. 28. Ansu Fati just above him though. Still at Arsenal.
20-year-old rocking it.
Boom. Yeah. Strootman is free in that list there, lad. I mean, he's probably got no release fee. I'm not sure if he's actually a free agent.
I don't think.
Oh, there's Mark Rocker. While he was there, might as well have a bit. Go down about 20 more wherever you were to.
Rocker.
Yeah, Mark Rocker, M-A-R-C Rocker. Keep going. There you go.
There he is.
26 years old. His defensive awareness is okay. His ball winning, his aggression's not that great. What's his other stats? Good passing though. But how old is he? See, he's just
26. Orchestrator.
See, this is the thing. Like
a ball playing defensive midfielder, they shouldn't be allowed that.
It just at that age, he's not developed for his position. He's got some defensive stats, but he's more build up than Anchorman Destroyer kind of thing, which is kind of what we're after. He was at Sporting and moved to Betis. Okay. Well, there you go. Just see it. Strootman there.
Market value 10. Yeah, he's got a club. He's just not got a release fee.
Ribery. Yeah.
Yeah. 49-year-old Ribery. Yeah, he's getting a bit shit down here now. Like 79s, we don't really want these in the team unless it's a 16-year-old wonder kid.
Oh, Burke. Let's go back and see what Burke's stats are looking like now. Release fee of 10 million. Because he was absolutely unplayable a couple of years back when he was just like an absolute speed merchant. Did he go to Dortmund or something? And then did they get loaned to West Brom or something? I can't remember. It was something like that. But yeah, he's clearly not cracked on since then.
Yeah. Hey Jojo, what's going on? Show Vivian on that ball playing DMF on some Brexit 442. Exactly. I want my DMFs to do one thing, and that is break up play. I don't want them playing 40-yard balls I want them to be in there. I want the Gattuso role. Do you know what I mean? I want them to run all day, and I want them to just break up the play.
That's what we
kick shin pads.
That's what we need, though, because we concede.
Yeah.
We score a lot, but we concede almost every game. So we need to. That's what we need to fix, because we've brought in better defenders. We now have Malang Sarr and Matthias Nane, as well as having Rasmussen as cover. They are flanked by Alphonso Davies and Zefwik, both 83-ish rated fullbacks. So our defence shouldn't concede as often as it does. I think that's the reason we're so intent on getting a Brexit 4-4-2 DMF kind of thing, because it's what we need. Morgan Schneiderlin.
Fuck all in here again.
Fen Shamrock as well.
United?
No.
Oh, have you forgot?
No, didn't even know that. No, don't think you did. Don't think you did.
So subject.
No, just he was shit. Not sore at all. I'm happy to announce that we got rid of him straight away, because we don't do that often enough. Phil Jones, just saying. Marcus Rojo, just saying. Chris Smalling, just saying. Although, I mean, I didn't mind Chris Smalling, to be fair. But
so we're basically just relying on our scouts to come back to the worldie again. Please, Ndidi. If we can get Ndidi, that's it. That's all I want.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Show says
actually is.
Berg went to Leipzig. That was it. Yeah. He never actually played. Morgan Schneiderlin was quite a weird one, because he went from being like a release fee of 62 million. They want 56. We got 40 million off that
last time.
It was like 16 or 18 million, because he was just outside our transfer budget. That's why we left him there for a little bit. It's heartbreaking.
That's heartbreaking.
He must have signed a new contract or something. Fuckers. He never actually played. He was like a cone on the pitch. Chris Smalling is the best defender we've had for a while, and that's the thing. I actually think Chris Smalling was victim of being in a shit United team, and being a victim of being in a shit United defence. I think Phil Jones deserves a lot of the criticism he gets. Not necessarily all of it, but obviously it's football, it's banter. You will always get it under a magnifying glass. But Chris Smalling, I don't think he deserves half the stick that he got. He was solid for as many so often, but he was just exposed because shit team. I never say us like I've got anything to do with United. No, I manage Ice Cream Uploads FC, so I mean like them, not asked about them and their problems.
The FA is going to be giving you a stern talking to.
Absolutely no interest, nothing from the scouts, and that's the transfer window over. We do not get a defensive midfielder. We didn't have the funds for it. Like I said, we wouldn't be gutted if we couldn't do it. It'd be nice to have brought something in to shore up that area. I mean, we do have James Garner. Not going to change much. He's only at the same sort of level as Dodo, although he has scored twice already at this point in the year. So, yeah, do you know what? Maybe that non-ball playing 4-4-2 Brexit DMF is what we need in Ghana. As the chairman and Castolo are sat here now, it's widely believed you will easily make it past the group stage. But how are you feeling about your prospects? Sepp, thank you very much for the host, you beautiful man.
Hey, legend. Just
in time to get here for a poll, Sepp. We have a question from the media. You can see the chairman and Castolo sat in front of the ad boards, covered in those GT Omega Racing sponsors. Use the code ICU at checkout at GT Omega Racing. Save yourself some money, by the way. Also, you can see there's a Muscle Moose Juice logo there as well. Use code IceCream25 to save yourself 25% off at checkout on Muscle Moose products. Just saying. Hashtag spawn. Hashtag all the red. But we are about to kick off our Champions League campaign against, you may have seen the logo, BSC Young Boys. The question from the media: will you win the group easily? You guys can get involved with this poll now. Let me just put this poll together. Will you win the group easily? Question mark. Yes. Down to the wire. Winning is a bonus. Obviously, the reason for the final one is we want to qualify, but winning is a bonus. Is that what we want to answer with? So the question from the media is: will you win the group easily? Do we think yes, we can win the group easily? Do we think it'll go down to the wire? It's going to be a difficult group, and we'll see whether we can win it or not. Or do we just want to focus on qualifying and winning the group would be a bonus? What do you guys think? The poll has been started, so it should be there for you in the chat. You guys have a minute to cast your votes on that, and whatever you choose is what we will respond to the media there. We'll pass the feedback on to the chairman so he can give the question out on our behalfs. Remember, you've got about 40 seconds left. If you're on the mobile, it should be in the chat as well as being on desktop or PC or whatever. You should be able to vote within the chat too. So are we going to win the group easily? Do we think we will smash it? Is it going to be a walk in the park? Will things go down to the wire? Or are we not even bothered about winning the group, just getting through? What do you guys think? Obviously, you've got about 20 seconds left to cast your votes in the chat right now. As the votes are now starting to come in. 15 seconds, maybe about 10-ish, if you want to get your votes. Will we win the group easily? Yes. It'll go down to the wire. Or is winning the group just a bonus? What do we think? 3, 2, 1. And there we go. 67% of the vote says down to the wire. 33% of the vote think yes, winning the group will be easy. And then nobody voted for winning it as a bonus. So we think we have the potential to win the group. We don't think it'll be easy. We think it'll go down to the wire. A nice, confident, but respectful answer. I like that. I like that. My opinion is that you're living on another planet if you think it'll be easy to progress to the group stage. The moment you take your eye off the opponent is the moment you get a black eye. No, yeah. I don't think. Boys, that's all we know so far. Let's take a look. Let's have a gander at the group. I know you're all surprised, but that was actually me singing that then. I know it was. So there you go. Oof, it's a pretty tasty group. The man that we've just looked at, 77 years old, but as Zlatan Ibrahimovic gets the chance to play his football at the ICU Arena, as Ice Cream Uploads FC are in the same Champions League group as Milan, AC Milan, with Zlatan are in the group, as well as Porto, and our first game in the group is against BSC Young Boys. So big Zlat. Can we get a hat-trick against the Zlat-trick? That'd be interesting to see. I mean, Isak, if he's back, he could be on the attack. Speaking of, is he back? Some good news. Mason Mount, who's been out of action since picking up that injury, has just got the all-clear from the medical staff and is ready to return to full training from today. He's also fit enough to be picked for any matches. Nice.
I'm not going to get picked for this one.
As is Alexander Isak. He's back in the team as well. Nice. Best 11 of the month. Unsurprisingly, Castolo has been named in the best 11 of the month. Nice. Matthias Nani has man marking. Rabbi Matondo is now a playmaker. That's because we've been changing his play style to try to get a little bit more out of him. Phil Foden has gone up. He's an 83 rated player now. Matthias Nani is 82. Svilar's gone up as well, as has Matvei Safonov, Carlos Tevez and Mascherano in our reserves. Still quietly getting better, even though they will never play for the team. Nice.
Oh, Farfan.
Is that Jefferson Farfan?
Name I haven't heard in a while. Yeah.
How old? He's got to be old now.
Regen.
Oh, okay. What's he actually look like as a regen in terms of his stats? Not that I want to sign him, but yeah, I've got that absolute ridiculous pace. Has he got any skills on him?
Of course he has.
Yeah. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't think we want that. Thank you. I mean, it is tasty that though, isn't it? But it's guaranteed to be tasty when he's that level of regen. 17 and almost 80 rated.
It can cover every single part of the field.
That's
pretty much
crazy. Fully covered as well. Sorry, Jefferson. He ain't going to happen.
Jonathan Farfan Jr. says, "Is that a joke? Or
no, I think
it's not. Surely not.
I think he's talking about the fact it's a regen.
Yeah.
Same with Zlatan and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the young Swedish striker, big Zlatan. We are in the boardroom, but as you know, the business for the transfer window has been completed. So we might as well get back into the managerial suite. Let's get our heads in the game how we used to. So let's name next door. Hey, there we go. There we go. What's up?
I just got a notification from Craig in Slack. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have no idea if he's in there. Oh, it's picked me.
Yeah. Can you
Just plug my controller in? You're in the office anyway, aren't you? So I may be able to try. I've seen something the other day that I've not seen before on this, so I may be able to just What is it? There was a button that says like re-customize or something.
I've just seen the thing that Craig's just sent. Yeah.
You play with the PS4 controller, yeah?
Me, no, I'm playing with an Eggbox controller. Jefferson Farfan was at Locomotive last I heard. He's a free agent now. Okay. He's still playing? Yes and no. He's a free agent, but he's not officially retired. So he could play again, but he's not playing right now. Tell me when you want me to connect again.
It just says there's no computers to... There we go. Right, yeah, try it again.
Do you know, whilst this is happening, this is a good time for me to tell you about something new that we have going on inside the ICU arena. Oh my god.
I'm just plugging my controller in.
I've already got yours.
Can you unplug yours?
Done. Okay, while you sort that, I will tell you guys about something that we have new inside the ICU arena. You've heard us speaking about it before. Do you know what? Come downstairs. I'll show you. So you may have seen this. This is possibly one of the most beautiful areas of the stadium that we have. The newly reworked Champions Hallway. This is the hallway outside the GT Omega Champions Lounge. You can see the doors just behind me over the shoulder. You've got Castolo there. Well, just doing Castolo things, just being incredible. Alexander Isak, who fittingly has found himself onto the walls inside the ICU arena. You can see him there holding up a little bit of silverware for the club. And what a player he's been for us so far this season. The first player to ever score 5 goals in a game for Ice Cream Uploads. He had a hat-trick pre-season too. He finds himself on the wall there. You can see Haaland and Castolo shirts over there. Basically what we're saying is we have a club full of champions. You move yours around, make sure that you're on that.
I'll just close the game.
Okay. I'm just going to completely mute you've Parsec thing for a sec just so I can talk. So anyway, what I'm saying is we have a club full of champions. The likes of Castolo and Isak and Haaland, as you can see on the walls behind us, have done a lot for this club. We have 2 Premiership titles back to back. We won our first cup trophy in the FA Cup last season against all odds, 3-1 down with 15 minutes left to go, and we still managed to clinch. Absolute clutch performance from the players. Anyway, that clutch kind of performance, one of the mantras that you'll have seen in our changing room across the top of the lockers is that the cream always rises to the top, and that's what we have done here at Ice Cream Uploads. We have risen from the Championship to the top of football, and I'm trying to speak, and Bibby's just going in my ear because he's rubbing his microphone. Yeah, I'll start that again. So one of the things you will see in our locker room across the top of the lockers is that the cream always rises to the top, and that is what we have done in English football. We've left the Championship, we are now in the Premiership, and we have this room behind us, the GT Omega Racing Champions Lounge, and for the first time ever, we can take a look inside. Should we go inside? I think we should. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Hey! There we go. Grab yourselves a seat. Grab yourself a nice cold can of Muscle Moose juice. You know, whatever you want. And take a look over there, just behind Bibby's monitor. Sad that we can't be here in person because, you know, lockdown and that. We can't be here. But take a look behind Bibby's monitor. You'll see that on the wall with the big number 2 on it. That is the number of Premier League trophies we have as a club. And every time we add one, that will be increased. Maybe we'll get one for the FA Cup on the wall. And if we get any success in the Champions League this season, then maybe we'll add to that too. But this is the GT Omega Champions Lounge. Grab yourself a seat and enjoy. For now, let's get back to the managerial suite. We'll come back here in a bit. Nice. Okay, let's see if we can get into the game. We absolutely weren't having technical issues because this is a real life football club and not a video game, and that wouldn't happen, so there you go. My fucking word. There we go. Finally. Hey.
Finally.
One of my favourite ever players on FIFA, Farfan, I'm guessing. I remember in the PSV days. Yeah, that's where I kind of remember him from. It was a PES thing, though. I remember him being a good signing option on PES back in the day. But anyway, it's enough of that chat. We will talk about the game at hand as we are getting set to play against BSC Young Boys. Let's have a look at the team. There we go. On the whiteboard just here. Do you want to run us through any significant changes or not, Bib?
Yeah, so the two players obviously that you've seen before, Shalov and David, both come in to replace what we thought. Well, they were injured. They're not 100% fit yet, but the injured Isak and Mason Mount, both of those coming to fill those gaps. Rasmussen is coming in at the centre-back today. Sarr isn't feeling too clever either. So they're the three big changes that we've made, but I still think we've got more than enough to be able to try and get the 3 points against this young boys side.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Are we bringing the likes of Mount and Isak into the team? Are we leaving them out of the squad? How do they sit overall?
Yeah, I'm going to leave them out for today. I think we've got more than enough firepower on the bench to be able to bring on if the game needs changing.
That sounds good to me. So there you go. A quick look at the other team. Huarao, I mean, he's got to be old by now, you'd imagine. Not really much there that you find could make you tremble. I mean, they've got old... I mean, is it the same Sorensen? That? No, it's not Cabby. But they've got Soleimani on the bench. Other than that, nothing in there that catches my attention. This should be a comfortable game. If we want to be serious about winning the UEFA Champions League, then this should be a walk in the park for us. That's something we can discuss a little bit more in the pre-match press conference. Enough of my words. What are your thoughts, Bib? BSC Young Boys UEFA Champions League?
Yeah, again, as I mentioned before, I think this, I don't want to say, it should be 3 points in the bag. Like, there's not much that we can't handle. The Liverpool game in parts was good for us. It just wasn't perfect. And there was a very, very strong Liverpool team. If we're going to be taking points and progressing the Champions League beyond, was it the quarterfinals we got to last year? This is a game that we absolutely need to be putting a marker down for.
No, I completely agree. The players are already in the tunnel, getting ready to walk out onto the pitch. So yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. We'll nip outside, see how things stack up. It's not necessarily the kind of opposition you'd want in the Champions League. You want to play with teams that are much, much more prestigious than BSC Young Boys. But then again, it's a UEFA Champions League football night in the group stage, so you'd give up anything to be here. It doesn't matter who you play against. Let's see how things stack up. There we are. There's the boys. This is the great day. We've already had enough Champions League anthem for one night. Look at those faces. Oh. And that, speaking of faces, look at that guy there. Look at that guy. Team of the season, team of the month, should I say? Castolo did get nominated just a couple of days ago.
Best player of the year. Europe's best player.
I mean, officially, that's what they say. But I mean, we all know realistically he's the world's best player. Excuse me, but
absolutely.
I mean, if this doesn't show you that this is a team that we should be beating, only one of their players has an actual face. Everyone else is default. So that's absolutely a team we should be smashing. They've got a nice little chant though. Hey.
Yeah.
Look at Rasmussen. It looks like he's got an eFit photo for a face.
Yeah.
Another player that was
they're taking a picture of his face on the screen.
So another player that was signed for us for a bargain fee last year when we were having to make some really intelligent business decisions. We knew what we wanted and how to build a team, but we didn't have the funds to do it. So Rasmussen was bought in for pretty much nothing. It was pretty much a zero fee transfer. It may have actually been the zero. It was either him or Nani was free completely. So really good bit of business. Hasn't had much playing time as a result, though. I mean, Matthias Nani and Malang Sarr have had a really good partnership, so he'll be looking for an opportunity to impress. He's not had much of it yet. Is that Zefwick? What's he doing over here? Oh, it's not. He's not 23. He's 21, isn't he? Who is 23? Oh, it's Jonathan David. That's who it is. David. Oh, BSC young boys are well going to score first, aren't they?
Absolutely. First shot as well. Okay. Maybe not. Have no fear. Phil Foden's here.
Oh, ball. Oh, just a bit.
Weighty.
Yeah, it'd have been, if it had got the line right, the weight would have been fine. It was just too direct to the corner flag. It needed to be more to the man in the middle. I'm looking for the man in the middle. I'm asking him to score a goal. Oh, yeah, lovely.
That needs to be sang from the terraces.
Ah. Yoink! Oh, never. I was going to say, I thought he'd just left the ball behind. Why? What the fuck? How did he stick his leg all the way around Nani at that point?
He's off.
We'll have that. We'll have that. We'll have it. Pretty flat 15 minutes. Not really much happening so far. Their press is just making it so uncomfortable for us to build. We're just not getting anywhere. I think taking the time in the build-up is probably something we do need to spend a bit more time. Talking about time in the build-up, what is Matthias Nani doing in the build-up again? Oh. Oh, nice interception. J. David. Oh, lovely. Oh, I just got dragged back then, surely. And again, literally, as I played the ball and then as I tried to pick up the return, got, like, shut down. Oh. Yoink. Well, oh, never. Oh. There we go. My God.
It's a battle.
Fyodor. Without Alvin or Simon. The other Chipmunks opted to not come to ICU. Oh, good ball in. Just no one there. What a good ball that down the line, to be fair. Oh! I wanted to snap him. Whatever he was doing, I was already committing to that. I was just going for the snap.
He's got rolled up the back of his leg.
Oh, lovely. Chaloff!
Oh, what a rip snorter!
That's what he's brought in for. That is what he's brought in for. What a finish. He's been all over the pitch, to be fair, playing pretty much as a right winger up until this play. Nowhere to be seen, really, and then all of a sudden, he's in the perfect position. Out of position, behind the centre-back. Then he gets into the hole effortlessly. Finish. Look at that. Never in a million years. What's your formation? 4-1-2-1-2. Yeah, we've got two up top. Usually I play like a 4-3-3. Me and Bibby at our previous club, which we won't name because they fired us. We used to play 4-3-3, and that's kind of what we were thinking for this club. Our first game in charge, it was more like a 3-5-2, was it, maybe? What Shales recommended?
Yeah.
And we then tried 4-3-3, and we ended up playing a midfield diamond 4-1-2-1-2, which is what's working really well for us. 2 players up the top for that interlinking play, definitely useful for us. Good touch. Oh, lovely. Ref! Honestly, just absolutely wrestling me. Pad's just going. Boom, boom, boom. Big win.
Ooh.
That'll do. That'll do.
Oh, you have to open the door in a minute.
Cat.
Yeah. You know, hear the banging?
Yeah, I heard it a second ago. What about the DM? Well, we have we don't really have a DM. That's our issue. We'd like to have a DM. Oh, the keeper's absolutely having a go at his team here. Come on, boys. You love to see these sort of scenes when you're on the other side of the team. Chaloff has absolutely rifled one past the keeper and is furious at his team now. But yeah, we don't have a DM. We have Dodo as a not a makeshift. He is a DM. He's just not necessarily a starter for us anymore. We do have James Garner from United who can play at a similar position. He's come on off the bench twice and scored twice. So he's decent enough for us. But we're playing Phil Foden as a deeper CMF, so he's not built to be a DMF, but he's kind of playing that ball-playing DMF role. But it's not really what we need. We need that destroyer, enforcer sort of player.
Yeah.
Like a Paddy
Phil
Vieira.
Foden should not be on the halfway line on the build-up.
Nah. It's just a victim of our success in this formation, which is... Oh,
fuck me.
Absolute punt. Ping!
Just one on target, wasn't it? He got in.
Yeah, this history is littered with players that are just so good in multiple positions that they don't often get to play in their own position, or not all the time. So the likes of Wayne Rooney's and things like that. Phil Foden is that player for us. He should be playing a bit further up the pitch, being more involved in the attacks. But yeah, because he's so good, as a CMF, we're having to push him a bit deeper than he should be. The alternative is pushing further up, but then we have to lose someone like Mount to bring in someone like Dodo to have the DMF position. And then when you look at adding Dodo to the team at the expense of Mount, that's quite a significant drop for us. So we're having to just play the CMF, which is why we do ship goals pretty often. But it's just a necessary evil. We tend to outscore other teams as well. And we'd rather score more... and then worry about conceding. Oh, horrible touch! And then worry about conceding there, rather than not finding it difficult to score. Because at least if you can score, the game's in your hands. Good ball, lovely, nice. J. David gets a chance to open up his motor for the first time. Oh, what was that? That's such a horrible pass. Just bobbled like he'd lofted through balled it. Oh, Phil, we need better than that. Got caught in possession a second ago. And then played the ball out. Just needs to get his head in the game in this second half. Oh, ref! Yeah, we do like wing play in general. So having extra attackers up front with pace is... Well, it's useful. It's very good. Obviously, modern football, most teams tend to use wingers. But it's just not where our best players are at the moment. So we have the likes of McNeil, who plays really, really good as a left mid. If we do switch to wingers and changing the formation in that sort of way, we don't necessarily have the players in those positions. We do have the likes of... Oh, there we go. Big change, big call. Castolo, club captain, legend, makes way for Erling Haaland. Now, could this be the way that the lineup takes shape for United for many seasons to come? Chaloff and Haaland. Oh, what a ball, Phil. Oh!
What's the goal?
McNeil, not even with a back heel. He hit the fucking sole of his foot. Oh my God. Look at this spread here. Sees him with his hand up. Dink. Dink. My God. That is incredible.
Haaland's first touch of the ball. Lovely finish.
That is incredible. Sole of his foot. That's it. McNeil is the soul man. That's his name now. He's the soul man.
We talked about Phil Foden earlier, about his creativity, his vision, and it is such a shame that we have to play him so deep, because he can produce balls like that. Like, how many people would have seen McNeil on a run there and be able to deliver a ball that gets it to his feet whilst he's running?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, seeing him is one thing, but having the talent to be able to then deliver the pass to him so perfectly like that as well is another. I mean, that could have looked like a nothing pass. If McNeil had taken a heavy touch, or if it had turned back on himself and it had fizzled out, it could have looked like a nothing pass. The fact that it came to something shows, it means that we do actually get the time to pick it apart and see just how meaningful that ball is. As Chaloff now. Oh! Did you mean to pass that then or not?
Yeah.
I didn't expect it.
So it was too much of an acute angle, so I just put it into a zone to see if anyone was there. But yeah, I did mean it.
Lovely. Absolutely. It just looked like it just kind of like bobbled off him. I was like, what? Erling Haaland off the bench, 2 goals already. Is that 2 touches, 2 goals, pretty much?
I think so, something like that, yeah.
I mean, Chaloff again. Look, this is something that Castolo doesn't offer us anymore because he doesn't have the pace. Chaloff's burst, a nice dink, and then yoink. The extra touch a bit unnecessary. Some may say it's because Graham wasn't ready, but others may say it's because Haaland was just showing off. Yoink, and there we go.
He wanted to get it on that left foot, didn't he?
Increase the chances of it going in. That's all it was. Game over. I mean, 5 minutes ago, it could have gone either way. I mean, they didn't look like they were going to bring anything to the plate, but it could have gone either way. Now, it's only going one way. Oh, he says.
Oh, it moved me off the manual keeper. I had him as a manual, and I was moving across, and it moved me to a centre back for some reason.
Yeah, I saw that.
Didn't get a chance to dive.
What was the manager saying? It's game over. They've brought nothing to the table. Back of the net. Good ball that from the midfielder, to be fair. I think it was Matthias Nane. Pressure in the defence. And the defender just slide tackles the ball into the striker. Ah. Oh, Rabbi Matondo. Oh, Rabbi Matondo. A song that was heard echoing around the stadium a couple of seasons ago. Just hasn't really brought much to the plate. He does get a chance, a rare chance to play on his favourite right side, though. He is a right wing forward by trait. He does get played as a left midfielder for Ice Cream. Oh! Unlucky David. That was some good build-up play, though. Haaland, selfless. A lot of people would have expected him to take a touch and go for the hat-trick there, but saw the better chance was on David's toes, and almost has he scored for the club? I think would that have been his first goal, or has he scored one already?
I think so. Yeah. I've just been clattered there. The referee's not bringing that back. I'd have been furious if that went in.
Alphonso Davies buying the yellow, tugging his man to the floor. Yeah. He knew what he was doing. We had a man on the floor, the ref hadn't done anything with it. Alphonso Davies just needed to stop play since as the ref wasn't going to. And oh my God. Game on. What was I saying? You have to feel this is all in the bag. I mean...
Wow.
I say game on. They didn't look like they were here to play, but they've just scored with a guy called Spielman. I mean, his name literally means playman. I mean, if he's not the playman, I don't know what is. Oh my God, what a finish! Safanov.
Over quick enough.
Close. I mean, it went a long way. It's just so powerful, just inside the post. Suddenly,
okay. Are we going to capitulate here?
I mean, the conversation of defensive midfielders is now more apparent than ever. Oh, just didn't turn enough. It was a blindsided shot. I was trying to get him to turn a touch so I could play it just inside with a bit more swaz. Oh, lovely. Lovely Phil. Oh, just that.
Oh, ref!
Some good interlinking play, though. I mean, them being so close has opened up this game. Rather than just damage limitation, they are now pushing to go for it, which is giving us a bit more space on the counter. It's giving them a little bit more impetus when they are in possession, but... Nice from McNeil. Knew he didn't have much on, so just opted to keep possession. Oh. Hat-trick! Oh, it is as well!
Never in doubt. Never in doubt. 30-minute hat-trick.
Look at this from Nene. Oh. Megst. I don't know if it was Megst, but look at that. My God. Absolute bunderfastard. Oh, just outside. Ice cream till I die. Ice cream till I die.
It's a good away performance. We obviously wouldn't like to concede 2 goals, but to score 4 goals away from home, especially in the Champions League, regardless of the opposition, we'll take that.
Oh. Oh. Do you know what? Nene is actually a really decent player. He was hugely instrumental in that goal there. And that ball through to Chaloff put the whole play into motion then, effectively. Oh, come on. Nene, just as I'm praising you, you run away from the ball. Oh, big performance. There he is with the ball. Off the bench, picks up the captain's armband. Whether that was by choice or just it was given to him, we'll have to look at that at some point down the line. All we know is it didn't faze him. First touch, goal. 5 minutes later, adds another one. And then another 20 minutes after that, bags another. Hat-trick hero hailing Haaland. Nice. Nice.
There's a headline right there.
Feel free to add your own H like I did for the alliteration. Hat-trick hero hailing Haaland. Yeah, you don't have to, but it's fine. What were your thoughts on how that game went, babe?
Yeah, I mean, before we brought Haaland on, I thought we was in a very, very instrumental way of... We were playing good football. Like, it wasn't the best performance we'd ever had, but we was looking like a 1-0 win. As soon as we started to go, as soon as we went 3-0 up, problems started to arrive. We kind of tweaked the team a little bit. We brought Kubo off. We ended up bringing Nene on, who was phenomenal again. Matondo came on to the right, and obviously the captain Castola came off. Haaland come on, bagged 3 goals. Obviously to bury us at the shit. 3-2, looked a bit edgy. As soon as he scored his hat-trick, so could put us 4-2 up. The result never looked in doubt, but it's an interesting away performance. Again, scoring 4 goals from home, perfect in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, just I think we need to have a word with the match officials, because Nene came on, was instrumental in that final goal, the one that put the final nail in the coffin, and he got a 5 out of 5 rating. I know he didn't play for much, but 5 out of 5. I mean, Matondo didn't play too bad either when he was in possession. Didn't do much, to be fair, but a 5.5, should I say? Not 5 out of 5. 5.5 rating for both of them. That's a bit harsh. Yeah. I mean, Kubo getting a 4.5 rating as well. 4.5? Kubo, on our team that won 4-2, was rated worse than anyone on the BSC Young Boys team. There's absolutely an agenda there. I'm not
including the keeper that conceded 4 goals.
not having that. Not having that. Anyway, do you want to take us through the major results from around the grounds, Bib?
Yes, obviously the game that you've seen here on BT Sport, Ice Cream at Lords win 4-2 away from home. Porto, the other game in our group, ended up beating Milan 1-0. Celtic lose against PSV 1-0. Real Madrid draw against Galatasaray, interesting result. Bayern Munich win 1-0 against, I have no idea who that is.
Krasnodar.
City win 1-0 against Lyon. Lyon. PSG pick up a draw. Barcelona get beat 1-0 off Genk. Oh my god. Interesting result there. Leicester beat Inter. Ajax win 2-0 against Fenerbahce. And United win 3-1 against Sporting.
Some big results there in the first group stage fixture of the UEFA Champions League. Whew. I mean, some results as you'd expect, but Barca losing to Genk. Maybe you wouldn't call that one. So confirmation of how that stands. Ice Cream sit at the top of the table in Group E. Porto with the win over Milan sit in second, and then obviously the reverse order of that is Milan and BSC Young Boys third and fourth respectively. Nice. That's what you like. Progressing into Europe. Oh, we need to put a player skill on someone. We didn't do it for that game. So 2 more games in the league as we have
captaincy, track back, gamesmanship, long throw, no look pass. Long range shooting for Chalov. Heading.
I don't know. I mean, if we're giving Chalov something, I'd probably say to give him long range shooting over heading. But if we're going to give heading, do we give that to a defender? And if we're going to give something to a defender, do we not give track back or something instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we drop track back on maybe a Zefwick or maybe one of the centre backs potentially. We do have Matthias Nani as well as Zefwick. I mean, Mikolenko is in there. He's a good option, but he's not necessarily starting. So I'd probably prioritise Nani or Zefwick over Mikolenko, and then Katic as the final option. Crossover turn and heading. Maybe Zefwick, because he's got no defensive skills about him at the moment. So that will give him a little bit of defensive edge to his game. It's only 30 days as well, so we can start training someone else.
20 days remaining.
We must have started him on something. Must have started him on it previously or something. Maybe I don't know. That's fine. We'll take 10 days off it. That's good. That's fine. Yeah, give him all the skills.
10 days.
So what a game that was, though. I mean, that finish, that pass, that layoff. Phil Foden out to McNeil. McNeil on the underside of it, off the studs, laying the ball back to Erling Haaland, who then drills one into the top corner. Smosh. 20 remaining because he's got a squad roll that lets him learn quickly. Oh, is that? I didn't know that was a thing. There you go. Nice. Show with the knowledge bomb. We are currently looking at our team, so let's have a quick scan at it. And where's West when you need him? Because West is a Southampton fan, and that's who we play in the next game. Some changes potentially taking place as Chalov does find himself starting. Rabbi Matondo back into the team. He did play on the right, he's back on the left, where we brought him into the team for initially because McNeil, despite having a wonderful assist in that game, just not up for it today. Erling Haaland, the hat-trick hero off the bench, doesn't command a spot in the starting lineup. But then again, if he can score 3 off the bench, who needs him to start? Yeah. Still no sign of Alexander Isak after that injury. Is he still?
Yeah, he's not in particularly great form. He's just ready to play. I think Chalov got his first goal. I want to see whether or not he can keep that momentum up.
That makes complete sense. We do have some good options off the bench. Mikolenko ready to swoop in whenever Alphonso Davies is off form. I mean, he's a consistent player, so maybe not anytime soon. Mason Mount does find himself back onto the bench. Jay David, pretty decent game in that last game, to be fair. Unfortunate not to find the back of the net, but he's up for this one, so he does stay inside the starting 11. Mount, like I say, on the bench, joined by Dodo and Nene as midfield options, with obviously Haaland, the other spearhead. Safanov does sit out. Svilar, who has often played in cup games, didn't play in the last cup game. Safanov did concede 2. That's not why he's not out of the team, though. He's not feeling 100%. But it does give us a chance to give our young second choice keeper Miles Svilar a good run out. And that is how the team stack up. Ice Cream Uploads against Southampton FC in the Premier League on Ice Cream Uploads, and it's live. Sorry, I just thought I'd get my Sky Sports. So yeah, that's it. I got into the mindset. So.
You got into a rhythm there, didn't you?
Do you know what? I mean, I did mention it. The players are all nipping out onto the pitch. But I did mention the changing room before, and do you know what? Some of you might not have been down there with us before, so let's have a nip down to the changing room, because we have had a little bit of redecorations in the changing room. Oop, that was the wrong one. Going into the chairman's office. So you may not have been in here before. This is the changing room. As you can see, just above us, we now have a motto adorning the walls over the top of the lockers. Cream rises to the top. Up the ICU. And that is a motto that we believe and we have stuck to. The cream does rise to the top here at Ice Cream Uploads, and that's exactly what we've done in English football, from the Championship to the Premiership to the pinnacle of the Premiership, and now into Europe, where we just had our last success. But don't take our words for it. Nip over here. Let's go over to the other side of the changing room. You might not have seen this bit. So yeah, you can wander around, sit yourself down. I mean, do not, under any circumstances, see that blue packet on the shelf up there? Yeah, that's the Muscle Mousse chocolate mousse pouch. Do not touch that, or you will absolutely have your fingers ripped off. Dodo loves his chocolate mousse before we start a game, so leave it. You don't want to get that man angry. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, you can see just behind us, the door to pitch side. The players are all out there, so let's nip outside. Who are you looking at in particular in this team then, babe? Who do we want to see a little bit more of?
From us?
Yeah.
I want to see what Matondo does back on the left-hand side. He's getting his first start for God knows how long. So I'm very interested to see how he comes in. We have had to bring in James Justin at right back as well. So let's see how he can fit back into the team after taking an extended period out of the team.
I mean, we'll have to have a word with the training staff, because we did just set Zefwick on learning tracking back, and he's now not in the squad. So, I mean, are they drilling into, that's one thing we will have to look at, because we do want our players to get better, but not at the expense of being able to play in the team, because that's counterintuitive. Oh.
Ooh.
I mean, to be fair to Robin Matondo, winning that header, that's not something I'd have ever thought he could have done previously. Oh, nice strength there from David. Oh, a bit of a hit.
I wasn't expecting him to get that.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a bit of a hit and hope. I was kind of apologising before it got there, because there's no way you were getting it, and then you managed to get it. I was like, what? How does that even work? Oh, lovely. Oh, Phil. Good tracking back, but you ended up undoing all the hard work the defender had just done.
I had a decision to make there: smack it out or pass it back, and I was hoping to God that it'd go straight to feet of the keeper.
Oh, I'm trying to play it back to you. Kubo, we were having a conversation with him before we started the game. He was a little bit aggrieved at only getting a 4.5 rating in that last... Oh.
Oh, lovely. Now, Jonathan David. Yes, it is.
Not scored yet. No, he hasn't. There we go. What a face build. What a face build. The plastic surgeons at Ice Cream Uploads do a good job. He didn't look like that when he joined the club, but he looks like that now. Costolo and Chaloff, the 9 and the 99, trying to get on the same wavelength. Smash!
Mike says that he's trying to play FIFA, watch us, and concentrate on his lecture at the same time. Graham would absolutely blue screen if he tried to do all three of those things at once.
Just pick any two of them, and I won't be able to do them at once. Never mind three things. I can task better than anyone. Multitask, no, we don't do that. Yoink!
Well, in Justin's doing his.
Oh, come on, Justin. What?
Trying...
I mean, it was a bit clumsy, but ref. Nice from Sarr. The goal scorer now has a chance to play the ball. Pings it out wide. Keeps it alive. Oh. Not.
Foden just fell over something. I'm not sure what. Oh!
There's the Rabbit Matondo we expect.
Don't ask.
Let the
That's
ball
meant to be a fake shot into space.
Come across him outside of the boot sit, a million miles away. I mean, to be fair to him, yeah. To be fair to him, got some power on that. Absolute daisy cutter.
Take one thing out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, being positive. just focus on the positives. I mean, if we keep saying positive stuff about him, his value will go up, and we'll get more money when we have to get rid of him. Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Oh, Kubo almost got there. Sarr is he's done that so many times. Just sticks a foot across, loosens the ball away for any other player on the pitch to just come and pick it up. Little gifts.
Very Puyol-like.
Oh, lovely. Oh, no. Just a bit heavy. Or a bit light, depending on if picking it up first touch or running onto it after the bounce. It almost looked inch perfect. Ting. Oh.
Working it.
Some good play there. Castolo just trying to do Castolo things. That first touch every season just looks a little bit slower, a little bit heavier. I mean, that's what we said this time last season, and then he started scoring for fun, so we'll see.
90 goals later. Yeah, it's starting to slow down a little bit.
Oh, well thought that was just coming straight at you then. Okay. I mean, you literally just ran on. Just thought I'd just drop the ball on top of you. Nice. Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm miles off. It's not the player I was trying to choose.
I've got a free kick, I think.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Kubo?
Okay, well, we'll give it Chaloff on the right foot. Only 74. This is where we did need a Mason Mount in the team. Not sure this has got enough. Oh!
It takes the paint off the post.
I overthought it. Like, after that first touch, I thought, there's no way. I keep hitting the top of the wall with these shit free kick takers. I have to put a bit more power on it. Just a touch too much. Oh, we'll have that. Nice. Oh, what a ball! Oh, there we go.
Yes. Oh, he's off.
Oh, what? Never was he off. Is that a foul? He's giving a foul. He's giving you a foul. That's what it was. That shot then, he gave us a foul. VAR needs to have a look at that. That is atrocious. Oh.
Oh, reached it. Oh. Okay. That was meant to go to Matondo.
He just gets absolutely battered, does David, every time he's on the ball.
It's like he's been man-marked out of the game. Ah!
Good half.
Oh, it was. It was. It's a proper Premier League scrap fest. That everyone fighting for the ball.
Miles Phelan not had much to do there. Malang Sarr absolutely bossing it in defence, as Bibby said, Puyol-esque, the way that he's been interrupting play. David trying to be the talismanic midfielder that Mason Mount can be for us, but just getting absolutely wrestled. You've got to wonder if it's something to do with him getting that goal early on, whether they just man-marked him out of the game, but just getting absolutely, like, WWE'd out of the game. Never mind, wrestled out of the game. Full-on wrestling. Yoink! There he is.
Great ball.
Oh, look at the determination from Castolo. This Southampton team are so physical. I mean, if that's us, you know that's a free kick coming. If that's them, the ref's like, yeah, play on.
Yeah, play on. Let's go, mate.
Ah, shit ball. I was trying to play
I
it.
Anticipated that run.
Trying to play it over the top. That was a lofted through ball as well. The thing is that there was more loft on normal through balls than there was on that lofted through ball.
Get out of it.
Oh, lovely. J. David. Oh, never.
Oh, you see how far that power bar was?
No, that's why I was singing J. David. I thought you'd scored it. It was pretty much nailed on. J. David.
Like,
oh, never mind.
It started on the halfway line. Bastard. I was hoping for a proper ripper of a volley.
Oh. Oh.
It's so nice using Chalov. Like, he's just... It's so much better than what we've had. It's just so fast with his feet.
Buttery smooth. Oh. Castolo just trying to drop a shoulder. Just had nothing. It's so heartbreaking to see. Oh. I'd tried to play that pass before and it came back to me, so I just tried to do it again, but you'd already gone out of the passing lane. I should have super cancelled it.
Oh.
Oh, horrible touch that time.
They're so quick on us, though.
Oh. Just
no space.
As soon as we get it, we get the touch, and it's either we're shaping up or we're trying to lay off the pass, and we just don't get another one. Look at the pressure there again. Nice from David. Oh, move. Oh. David's just trying to sniff you from the back. Like, oh, 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 hey!
I tell you what, though, if he'd have touched that properly into space, he wouldn't have got that space. It's
No.
because it's rolled up every single part of his body and then found a little bit of space in behind. But my God,
Got wedged under his feet, and then he like skipped around it to pick it out. Like,
hot potato ball. But it's a goal that we needed. I tell you what, this Southampton team have been quality. Like, they haven't really gone forward with enough to cause us a lot of problems. However, the breaking up of the play has been phenomenal.
is it Haaland time?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Castolo's got his goal. Give him a rest.
Goal Stolo.
Lolo, is Castolo, is Castolo, is Castolo, lo. There he is. Captain Fantastic gets his goal, makes way for Erling Haaland once again. It's a sign that we're not used to seeing. It's one that we will just have to get used to seeing. We can't have him forever.
Oh, shit.
Oh, lovely. Lovely patient play from Nane. wonderful assistance from Foden, and Nani just absolutely chalk icing the striker there.
He does move like a fridge, but who cares when you got feet like that?
Oh, here we are. Feet like that.
His first touch of the ball again. This man is a premium bagsman.
Fyodor Chalov, Haaland, they just know each other's game already. Look at this. Oh. Left foot, right foot, doesn't matter. It's going in. Last game, the same shot, left foot. This game, same shot, right foot.
He knows where that top corner is, isn't it?
Oh. Ironic that the keeper's called gun because that was an absolute bullet. Hey.
It didn't seem like it was going to be a 3-0 game, I'll be honest.
No. I mean, we did say that kind of conversation in the last game and it all changed, so maybe it will again. Oh, what a ball. Mason Mount made a good run, but not necessarily the greatest line. Look at this ref. Absolutely wrestled. That's ridiculous. How he can go through all of that and the ref's just like, yeah, carry on.
I'll switch it around a little bit. Because Chalov was bollocks in every sense of the word.
Just do that, yeah. 5 midfield instead. Does mean Phil Foden gets to play a little bit more attacking. Coming in from the right on his left foot. Exactly where you like to see him as well. Oh! Ref!
Oh, that was absolutely rinsed!
Oh, as if they've given...
No!
That is ridiculous.
You'd think there'd been...
The foul came before the offside, surely. And even if you give the offside, it's still dangerous play. Like,
Kubo!
how did you pass to you in that position? The game's like, yeah, we'll give it Bibi there. And I'm trying to make that run with Haaland and end up running fucking Kubo into it.
Love the ball into the channel. Even better defending. Okay.
Oh, Philly style there with his left foot waiting for it to come.
I seen it. I was waiting for it. It just opened up. It's too nice. Oh, Kubo's bollocks as well. I've had to do a lot of running in this this match, the lads. What? Where's that cover out back from?
He's running up to it as well. Looks like he's going to give a booking for something. What we got here? Oh, never.
It's a bit late.
Stood his ground. Just ran into him. Get up, you little bitch. Top corner. Oh no, he's trying to be a bit creative. Oh, and they've actually got away with it.
Good win. Decent win.
Matthias Nani. Good game for him there. Gets better and better at centre-back. Turns like a barge, but absolutely chalk-iced one of their strikers. Castolo, man of the match.
That they put together.
I didn't see 103 passes. What are we on about? Go on then, Bib. Take us through the scores from around the grounds.
Yep, so the game that you see in live on Sky Sports, Ice Cream Uploads win again convincingly 3-0 against Southampton. Liverpool go to Brighton and win 1-0. Arsenal go to Aston Villa and win 1-0. Wolves at home beat Bournemouth 1-0. Tottenham at home beat Chelsea 4-2. Massive game there. United go to West Ham and win 4-0. City go to Newcastle. It's a lot of away wins as they go and win 3-1. Leicester at home beat Stoke. Watford go to Crystal Palace and win 1-0. Everton at home against Nottingham Forest, who've just come up again this season, have been beat 1-0.
Good old Forest, good old Nottingham Forest. I mean, the Big Six winning most of their games. United getting 7 goals in 3 games. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got 5, and that's a bit of summer, but 7 goals. 4 goals in the last game, 2 in the game before, and then 1 in obviously the first game of the season. Not conceded yet. Neither have Liverpool, neither have Watford. So last season it was very tight from 2nd to 9th because everyone kept losing. The early signs are it's going to be tight at the top because everyone keeps winning. So if it continues, this could be a spicy, spicy league. Obviously, we was a little bit flat. Let's be honest, it was a little bit flat last year. We got the title, and everything was all about the race for the top 4 spots. That changed multiple times over the season. No one stuck to their guns and continued to see it out. Liverpool obviously spent a lot in the summer, not necessarily signings that added to their first team. So yeah, you're not surprised to see them. United, let's be honest, in this day and age, you look at the United squad that they've got right now, that is a bit of a shit side that they've got. So them at the top of the table is surprising. But do you know what? We'll see how things go. One more game left for us to play. Ice Cream Uploads against Arsenal, a team that we've had some exceptional performances against in the past. Let's not forget that. Oh, we do have a little bit of a discussion. The board has said it hasn't been a bad start, but we should be aiming higher. Let's win some more. So the chairman says, I've still got some tricks up my sleeve. I mean, it's always chairman.
Interesting that I said we should be winning more. The only game we've lost is against Liverpool, who are currently in 2nd, who are undefeated.
Yeah, you kind of like what more do you want? We are literally... We lost against the FA Cup finalists, a team that's flying on all fronts. We lost against them. What was the...
Castolo and Chaloff.
Absolutely bang up for it. Haaland as well, ready to come off the bench. Kubo, unfortunately not. Isak is up for it as well. Oh, get in there, my son.
We've got some options today, Graham.
Do we stick with David? Do we give Mason Mount a run out? Seeing as it's...
Yeah, do that.
Arsenal. Rasmussen does make his way into the starting lineup, obviously. Matthias Nani, phenomenal game last week, just not quite up for it. Not feeling 100%, so he's made it. Not even onto the team bus, he's going to be staying back. He's not on the bench. We do have Ben White, who's looking for another opportunity to start giving performances for the club. He's been solid. He's not out of the team for any fault of his own. He's just been superseded. We've got better players, and he has a future at the club. We just need more from him if he wants to play at this level. You're hovering over Mikolenko. Are you thinking of bringing him in, or are you?
No, it's just the cursor could have been anywhere. It's just on him. I'm looking at their team, looking at what they've got in midfield. It isn't an Arsenal side that you would be absolutely drooling over. But they have still got more than enough to cause us a lot of problems.
Yeah, the interesting thing is they're starting Martinelli, which, yeah, striker for the future, I understand that. But Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang sat on the bench. What? And they're playing whoever Uribe is as a CMF. When you've got Lucas Leiva, 82 rated, sat on the reserves bench. Why is he not in the team? El Nenny's in there as well. I mean... Lucas Torreira as well on the bench. Ansu Fati, fair enough. You can understand him not being in the starting team because they picked up Hudson Odoi. So yeah, fair enough. But some questionable decisions there. All the keepers in the world, Sportiello, their best one, on the reserves bench. It's Vlad Kirikesh, 68 year old. He's got to be a regen. On the bench, whereas Mustafi is on the reserves bench. So a lot of talent that you'd think should be in the starting lineup are on the reserves bench for Arsenal. Is that the writing on the wall? I mean, I don't know. If it is, I'll take that writing. Give me that writing all day. Pre-match press conference. Do you know what? games against Arsenal are something to be celebrated. We've got some very memorable results in this fixture. We obviously got absolutely destroyed by the Lacazette-Aubameyang partnership a few years ago, 3-0 down at half-time. Come back at this stadium to win 4-3 at the end of the game. So we know we can perform here. We know they can perform, and we know we can make for some. It'll make for some spicy football. This is not. I mean, just like we're talking about United. United are a shade of their former self. The same goes for this Arsenal team. They aren't a patch on their former self. So we absolutely should have this in the bag. You 100% feel this is ours to take.
Mhm. You'd like to think so.
Yeah. Anything to add, or should we jump out on the pitch?
I think we should jump out on the pitch, get the pre-match build-up.
Malang Sarr looks up for it. Lacazette, that long lingering stare. He's scored a few against us. He's still going to be the main threat. Obviously, Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left side too. I mean, not forgetting Martinelli. I mean, he could be a surprise package. But you just kind of you can't see where the service is coming from. Granit Xhaka maybe, but Uribe Visa. They don't have anything really in the middle of the park that we should be worried about. Maybe from the fullbacks, Hector Bellerin and Tierney with the pace. If they're whipping crosses in, that's where I can see them being dangerous. But if they want to play on the ball the Arsenal way, then they don't have the players that can do that. Not when we've got Castolo Lolo. He's Castolo. He's Castolo. He's Castolo. So the final game of the stream. Oh. Mason. Is it Chaloff? I couldn't quite tell. Does well to dig the ball out there. McNeil with a delivery.
Pitch is looking supreme at the Emirates.
We need to sign their groundsman, I think. Oof.
Oh!
What a save. I mean, I was just talking about Martinelli could be the surprise package, but look at that. Just a turn and thunder bastard. Where's the creativity coming from? Not in that midfield. Visor or whatever it is. 360 no scope. Through ball past to Martinelli, who rifles. That's ridiculous. Oh.
Oh.
Don't know how much Mount knew about that.
I think he may have just killed him.
Dukes on both crosses.
Castolo dealt with it.
That's what you want from your captain. Bit scrappy, but you'd rather it be scrappy and out for a throw than pristine, but in the back of the net. Oof.
Arsenal throwing everything at us at the moment.
You just got to hope that with players of this calibre, if they don't find the back of the net, you hope that the heads just drop with it. Sefwick using the run of Matondo. Gets the overlap and just delivers a bit of a duff pass, to be honest. Castolo.
Oh, fast feet there, Castolo.
Oh, it's just so disappointing. Not disappointing, heartbreaking to see. Castolo, even last year, that first touch would have just been away from him and already on its way to the back of the net.
Ooh. Got away with that a little bit. Oh, his foot off.
Young striker, a bit excitable there. We'll take that.
Oh, it's poor.
Good job. I probably got a red card for that. I'm not going to lie. Hector Bellerin's pretty tasty on the ball. Trying to watch his movement. He's just so fast. Yoink. Oh, this is it. Counter now.
Knocking it around comfortably, yeah.
Into feet. Oh!
That's the Castolo we know and love.
Yeah. First time ready and prepped for the shot.
Oh,
Ref! Oh, lovely Castolo. Oh, I was trying to play it back to Mount. I wasn't even trying to play it into the box there. But, I mean, if it had gone in, I'd have said I would. Oh. Go on, Keeps. Oh, big win. Big win. What? Fucking waiting for Foden to finish his run, and then I'll play it past him and to someone else.
Oh shit! Why has it flung me to a centre back when I had Mount? Fuck's sake!
Easy, 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 easy.
Oof, tough game at the Emirates. We knew it would be.
Yeah, I saw you have Mount, and then you went to the centre back, and then it wouldn't give me Mount. No, you can't have the guy closest to the ball. Lovely.
Oh. Arsenal fans singing there's only one team in London. I don't know what the other London clubs have to say about that.
I mean, there is only one team in London, because we've just come down to the Emirates to play some football. So, yeah. Oh, there's Arsenal here as well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, still only one team in London. Oh, lovely. Oh, just heavy.
A tough match so far.
Yeah. About time Arsenal give us a tough match. Probably the worst team we've played against from Arsenal for a few years as well. Oh, horrible pass. Good to dig it out, but just a hospital ball. Oh, never. I well thought they were going to have more width than they did then. Thank God for that horrible pass.
It's been definitely a game for the neutrals, this. Been a lot of action in the midfield areas.
Oh, just not.
To get out.
It was neither one or the other. Like, I was. Oh, Castolo!
Oh my God!
It slowed down for me as well. I couldn't even see where it went.
He's gone near post. I thought, oh, he might be able to try and catch the keeper out, but I had the whole net to aim for and somewhere to put it wide. Heartbreaking.
I mean, Chaloff looking for the unlikely assist then off his boob. He's boobed it down to Lolo. Arsenal look up for this.
Yep.
I mean, if their players don't have the stamina, it could be taken a little bit later on in the second half. But Red Sue says, most underrated streamers. Hey, thanks, dude. Appreciate the comment.
Thank you.
Arsenal 55% of the possession in that half.
It's just been an absolute battle in the midfield. Both of them are just breaking up play. I don't know whether or not that comes down to just misplaced passes or the midfield doing the job, but at the moment, what a ball on! Oh, what a save!
Big save that. That was a good ball and a good effort. Going for that far post. This is where it starts to get dangerous now.
Interesting sub. 47 minutes. Go on, go out there and show me what you got in 2 minutes. Oh, that was meant to be fake. Has he not got a fake shot in his locker?
It doesn't look like it.
It's twice I tried one.
Oh,
advertised it.
Yoink. Oh, not.
Oh.
Oh my God.
1-2 inside. Oh, instantly makes an impact.
That's what you can do when you've got a player of that caliber. The game changes.
Yeah. Well, McNeil, it's Chalov.
Costello got dropped then, ref, and he just didn't do anything. It didn't look like there was any advantage being played. Yoink, well read that. Oh, lovely.
So what is passing to Chalov, but I think he ran offside.
Yeah.
That's a finish! Oh. Your day is over, my friend.
Appreciate the efforts, Costello. Just asking a little bit too much for you at this level now. Week in, week out. Anyway. Oh, both sides of the post. But one man that we know that can find the inside of the post is Erling Haaland. Hat-trick off the bench. Goal off the bench in the last game. Can he do the same off the bench in this one? Oh, oh no. Oh, absolute stud up. Reads it. That is majestic. Beans! Thank you very much for the sub, you beautiful guy. Oh, into
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
I think he's off. Oh, it's back to you anyway. Oh, it was off. 25 months. Dropping the prime.
Hero.
Such a long time. Such a long time. Thank you very much, Beans. Over 2 years being subbed to the channel. We appreciate it very, very much. How's things, dude? I'll read. Big up.
Beans, when are we getting on Volta?
Beans, when we getting on PUBG? This is it. This is it.
Oh, he slipped.
A little bit of a weighty ball from Foden there. Just too far. And it was stretching to get on the end of it.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Is that Saka? Or is it Hudson-Odoi? I didn't see it. It's Hudson-Odoi.
That's a good finish, that. He was in there was a crowd of defenders in front of Safanov. Is it Safanov that we got in this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, in front of Safanov. He probably didn't see it till late, but what a finish into the far corner.
Just
unreal.
Absolute wonderful finish there. Steady Bud, how's things? Yeah, mate, good. Volta, whenever, absolute love the mode. PUBG, never. Fuck you. We've been in worse situations than this, though. At the Emirates. Oh, come on, Mason. Arsenal clearly feeling like they can make interesting changes. Kieran Tierney goes off for Kolasinac, however you pronounce his name. Kolasiniak. But yeah, I mean, Tierney added so much to their attack. We'll ever see whether the same can be said for the guy who's just played the ball in to attack. So there we go. Maybe he can. Arsenal get a corner. Let's just call him Classy Snatch. That's it. Classy Snatch comes off the bench and instantly pushes the ball up the pitch. Aubameyang dinking the ball down and
I think that's hit two defenders and gone in.
Yeah, look like it. The last touch maybe came off Zefwick. This is heartbreaking. Lucas Torreira said, why is he not starting the game? And there he is. Off Zefwick, hits his face and goes in the bottom corner. Nothing the keeper can do.
I mean, when you're having a shot on goal, just get it on target, see what happens. Try and make the keeper work. If it's not the keeper, he may get a deflection. That's exactly what he's done. He's ripped the arse off the ball as he smacked it. It's hit the defender and gone in. I didn't even have control of any of those.
Oh. Oh my god!
I'm kicking.
As if the ball landed at Chalof's feet where I couldn't shoot it first time. And then it landed at Haaland's feet where he had to snapshot it and all he could do was put it at the keeper. Just not neat. What?
What? That better be a dive. Is he going for simulation? He is.
Absolute dirtbag. Absolute dirtbag. 2-0 up. And you've dived there. Get off the pitch.
I love it when that happens. Oh shit, it's me! I don't love it when that happens. That is absolutely my fault if this goes in. That is absolutely my fault. I just played the pass into myself and I thought I was moving somebody else. Ah! Yeah, I'm with you, Chairman.
Oh. To be fair, that shouldn't have been your fault. It's just a dog shit player selection in this. If I change my player, you end up passing it to yourself because Graham clearly didn't want it anyway. Oh my god. Fuck. It's just not meant to be, is it? Baby turned into John Stones there. Finally up the level from beginner, Pog. No. We're still on beginner, actually. It's just playing against a better than mediocre team. Oh, for fuck's sake. Matondo, you are ass. The sooner you get out of my team, the better. Nothing about that.
Genuine ass.
Nothing about that was good. Nothing. Nothing. Fuck's
This
sake,
is one
ref.
of them games, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is an away performance that we need to get out of our system.
2 away games in a row. 5 goals conceded, was it? 2 against Liverpool, 3 against Arsenal. No points. Oh. And what was it we said to the board? Absolutely going to piss the league this season. Come on, Zefwick. Fuck was that? Rifled it.
Arsenal come. I say Arsenal come here. Arsenal come out with the game plan, and it's absolutely worked. Tough first half. We'll come out playing in a second.
Oh.
Chaloff. He dropped the shoulder and it looked good.
Come on, a consolation goal at least.
Oh, what a finish! What a finish!
Get the ball, get it back.
Getting the ball. On his right foot as well.
Do you know what? A little bit of fight back. I'll take that. I'll take that. We've been absolutely atrocious in this. It's only a 2-1 as far as I'm concerned. It's only a 2-1. They were lucky with that third one. We got done by game mechanics. Ah, look at them just... They know we've got a little bit of danger, just passing it around the back now. Sweaty little fuckers.
They've gone full blue.
Ooh. Oof. Ah! Ah! Yeah.
Fuck it. Lump it. Oh, what a tough game. Tough game.
Oh, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Arsenal players walking off the pitch, feeling like they've done themselves proud there, and in some elements they can, because they, like Bibby said, they had a game plan, they stuck to it. They caught us on the counter. But the writing was on the wall from early on. You can't see it now, but Martinelli's just showing a replay of Martinelli's shot. At that point in time, we were thinking, Visa or Visa or whatever it's pronounced, and Martinelli, what are they going to give? They linked up to have an amazing chance early on. Just capitulation. It just came unstuck, made it too easy for them to have those opportunities. They didn't put any of them away, but it gave them a little bit of a spark, a little bit of oomph. And then obviously that deflection in for Torreira off of the second, the mix up on the third. I mean, if anything, you could see that easily being a 1-1 draw. I don't think we ever deserve a win out of that, but you could see it being a 1-1 draw. It's a bit harsh that it's 3-1. 2-1 is probably unlucky. 1-1 is kind of what you're thinking, but do you know what? It doesn't matter what we think. What we know is that it was 3-1, 3 points to Arsenal, none to us, and it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough from our players. Two games lost out of 4, 2 wins out of 4. Could be worse. Could be worse. What are your thoughts, Bib?
Yeah, likewise. I mean, obviously we absolutely romped the season last year. The season before that, we won it on the last day of the season. So coming into this season, we knew that we was going to do well-ish, but we've lost 2 games against the top 6 that we've come up against. Hopefully, we don't play all of the top 6 and lose, but we have to hope that Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea all begin to start to drop points at some point throughout the season. Match day 4, we're the team that are losing 2 games in 4, so it's not exactly title-winning form, but it's a long old season. We've probably got, not just in the league, but overall, I think we've probably got about 60 games left, so we will start to pick up momentum, hopefully, at some point throughout this season.
Bean says, got spanked. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Could have been worse. It could have been worse. Go on then, Bib. Take us from through the results from around the grounds.
Yeah, so the game you've seen in 11, Sky Sports Arsenal beat Ice Cream Uploads 3-1. Brighton get a 2-2 draw at Southampton. Liverpool in the first Merseyside derby of the season win 2-0. Aston Villa go to Bournemouth and win 1-0. Chelsea win 2-0 at home to Wolves. Tottenham go to Man United at Old Trafford and win by 4-0. Man City at home against West Ham win 4-0. Newcastle go to Stoke and win 2-0. Leicester go to Watford and win 1-0. And then Nottingham Forest at home against Crystal Palace beat them 1-0.
So, not the worst result of the day. United losing 4-0. We still stay inside the top 10. Top half of the table. I suppose 50-50 is kind of where you'd expect us to be. Crystal Palace are a team that we shouldn't find ourselves in company with. Saying company, they're better than us. Their goal difference is more superior than ours. More goals scored, less goals conceded. Not the greatest start to the season. That's what you kind of feel. Maybe a Wilfred Ndidi kind of player would have changed things for us a little bit there. That's where the focus is on a DMF. We can't rush it. We don't have the money to rush it. So maybe we can build on that as the season goes. Maybe we can play around that, be more possessive and creative in midfield and try to close that gap. Liverpool 6 points ahead at the top of the table, 4 games in. 6 points ahead of us, should I say. Obviously, they do have that 3-point cushion and a 3-goal difference cushion over United in second. Spurs, the 4-0 thrashing of United, keeps them up there with the goal difference, just not the points at this point. But yeah, starting to create little factions, little gaps. Anything can change though. One win could take you from 13th place to 2nd place. So yeah, it's no panic. It's good. But that's the last game that we're going to be playing today. Do you know it's a bit sore, kind of rinse and repeat of the last stream. 2 wins and a loss, 2 streams in a row. But then again, when you're finishing your streams with Liverpool at Anfield and Arsenal at the Emirates, it's kind of what you'd expect. It's not like we're playing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in the final game of next stream or anything, is it? Oh wait, that's exactly what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, if you was to take out the Premier League fixtures and you was to look at them on paper, and you're saying, right, okay, so you've got in your first 6 Premier League games, Arsenal away, Liverpool away, and Chelsea away, you're thinking, ooh, I'll probably take a point in each of those. And unfortunately, we haven't taken anything from them, but they are very difficult games. It's not as if we're expecting to go on a 9-game winning streak and go into their places and taking something every single week. It's just not going to happen. We've started to get the squad depth, but it's just the players need to come in and start hitting the ground running. And unfortunately, we haven't necessarily done that on occasions where we needed them to step up. But it's a long old season, so we can see how far we're going to get with these players.
And if we do manage to win at Stamford Bridge, then we've on average taken a point from each of those games. So that still kind of puts us on par for where you'd expect or where you'd hope to be in those games. You want 3 points from each, but one is kind of what you'd happily take. And if we get 3 points at Stamford Bridge, then it's a good average. 1 point per game. Jobs are good. Okay, I'm basically saying if winning 1 out of 3 is okay, that's not what I meant, but you know what I meant. You know what I meant. But anyway, we are going to wrap things up. Thank you, everyone, for joining us once again for another episode of Masters of the League. We will have an episode on Friday, right?
Yes-ish. I'm not going to have any power in the morning. So we probably still will be doing it, but I don't know at what time. It says here that it's 9 till 12. I'm not going to have any power. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but yeah, we'll see.
Cool. So best thing you can do is check out our social media. Speaking of which, is there anything you want to add in before we disappear, Bib? I'll get us down in the uploader, get us back to the Manor House. Anything you want to throw in?
Yeah, again, thank you very much for each and every one of you that have joined us so far. 57 episodes in, 2-time Premier League champions. Are looking to try and get a 3rd one. It's not the best start, but we don't do things the easy way. So you can find out on Friday at some point whether or not when we are going to be streaming. But yeah, you can find us on all our social medias, guys. It's Ice Cream Upload across them all. I'm going into scoop stuff. There we go. Yeah, socials are in the chat. But yeah, join us on Friday for another stream.
Yeah. Just follow us on the social media channels if you want to know when. As Bibs just mentioned, that's the best way to get up to speed. Anyway, let's ditch the car, come inside, grab a seat at the table. Do you know what? Food is a healer. We sat in this kitchen just 3 games ago trying to figure out how we solve an issue like the performance that we had at Liverpool. We managed to find it in Europe and at home in the league, but once again, we found ourselves away at a top 6 team and we come unstuck. We did say last season was probably a freak season. Nobody was just playing to their best, and it's already looking that way. 2 games out of 4 lost already this season. I think we must have been about 20 games in before we got to this sort of level. So 10 times harder already. But do you know what? It's something that we will figure out over the next 60 or so games. We are in the FA Cup. We are in the Champions League. We are in the Premier League. And we've already bagged 2 trophies. Well, 3 if you count 2. ICC and Charity Shield. There we go. 2 trophies already. So, you know, it could be a big old season. It's a long, long way to go. And we will continue to do that. As mentioned, potentially a next episode on Friday. If tech stuff prevents it, then we'll be back on Monday with the next episode of Master of the League. So join us then. Until then, though, have yourselves a fantastic day. And do you know what? Bibby's got something he wants to say.
I wish every single one of you would stay frosty.
Nice.